Na szervusztok, sziasztok! Új játékba kezdünk, és nem is tudom, mit szóljak ehhez, vagy hogy hogyan induljunk neki, vagy hogy mi legyen. Tehát... mert ez egy olyan fura játéknak fog nekem tűnni a leírtak alapján, és egyszerűen hajt a kíváncsiság, hogy megnézzem. Úgyhogy... automatikus. Ez mi az Istent jelent? Na, ezt gondolom majd megtanít minket. Most abban nem veszünk el. Audio. A subtitles ezt bekapcsoljuk. Features.
Stormy seas and lost souls.
Who is it?
She's dreamt of this before.
It's coming. Is it? Is it? Is it?
They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye.
Na, erről beszélek.
But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake?
Jó, szóval egy nagyon fura játék, és skizofrén kelta, vagy nem is tudom mi a harcos, tehát alakítunk, leányzót, aki a minden igaz majd elveszíti a párját, és megindul, hogy visszaszerezze, és ebbe a skizofrénia a legizgalmasabb kérdés, és látjátok, hogy Hölckér és egyéb szakértők dolgoztak rajta. Úgyhogy induljunk is meg, és vágjunk bele, és nem menjünk el a mellett szó nélkül, hogy szerintem tök szépen és olyan speckó és jellegzetes arca van. Nagyon szeretem, hogy nő neki ezt arca van. No! Vágjunk bele a játékba! Izgatott néma csönd, míg betöltődik. Addig elmondom, hogy most több olyan Game Pass-es játék lesz, amivel foglalkozunk, és az akciók keretében most egy jó darabig elő vagyunk rá fizetve, és akkor úgy vagyok vele, hogy akkor menjünk, és amiket nem vásároltam meg, most azokat háttérbe toljuk, és próbáljuk ki ezeket a játékokat. Ez is közte volt.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Now, her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she feel her coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking?
He's in hell high.
Hangok.
Up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you gave
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Turn back.
Go back, go back, go
It's
back.
not safe.
It's them. They're here.
You see that?
Durva, hogy folyamatosan halljuk ezeket a suttogásokat. Én nézek körbe egyébként.
Look around and you will see them.
A magyar.
The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back, go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
Látjuk sajnos.
Stop.
Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back.
Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper. What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us.
There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Cuki felkérés. Ezeket bizony karóba húzták.
Look really clearly.
Focus, Senua.
Focus. Focus and you'll see.
What happens if you focus?
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Zavarosok minden.
Not this time.
Most kitisztult. Kiértünk.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
You see it?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
Nem tudok körülöttem. Mintha beszélne.
He's there, you know it. There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're called
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
What is she doing?
Why is she doing this?
Why doesn't she turn back?
She's doing this for him.
The rest.
To rescue him.
He's already dead.
De már hallotta.
His soul is in Helheim. His soul still lives.
Hell.
She needs to save his soul.
She wants his soul to be at peace.
She needs to learn to rest. He's already dead. She can save him. There's nothing she can do.
Új, erre is
To Hellblade.
hol le.
I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
Az ott? Hogy ő.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Más időpontban, valamikor hétköznap esetlegesen, hogyha erről lehet szó. Jó, köszönöm. Rendben, viszont hallás. Fókusz. Szépen megtudtuk mindent a világokról, a módovilágról. És erre voltunk.
That's it. That's the way.
That's the way, jó.
Are you scared?
Oh.
You should be scared. You don't know where you're going.
Turn around.
Get down.
What's she waiting for?
Do you know where you are?
Where are we? Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
He's going to hurt you.
No.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
Ruth? Is that you?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
You have to take a
I can see one.
Szálljunk.
Hold it in your mind's
She needs to
eye.
focus now.
Find one like it to open the gate.
Look for it. Secret. You'll never find it. You'll see it. You'll find it. You'll never find it. Secret. Secret. He's not there.
Ott van az a jel, de azt hoz is szembe.
It's just there. You'll never find it. See it. Focus. Secret.
Oh,
It's neat.
oda.
Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe. The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It worked.
Nyomnom kellett a gombot.
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. What good is that? When we are always here. I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that.
halljuk meg.
You can't fall. If you fall, you will die.
Toltam az előbb az ellenkező irányba. Úgy látszik, mégis túltoltuk.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
A híd. Oda kell eljutnunk. Most egészen csöndesek a hangok.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him. Shh. Someone's here. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Tanítottam, még jó, hogy megnéztük a menüben. Ó, hogy melyik gomb. Belkóstolni az őrületbe, basszus.
A vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain, it does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Aha. Ez azért cuki.
The
Eléri.
hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravan. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillian.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through? Why won't it open?
The Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice.
She's too scared. Which one?
Surt, the fire giant, has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood. The Northmen say that in the beginning
She found
there
the
was
wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. He was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave
Valravan, ancestor of the seers and
Két
master
ajtós
of
van, hiszen
ravens.
kettő mögötti részt
He
is meg kell
hunts his
csinálni
prey
azt,
with
hogy
his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravan and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
melyikkel kezdjük.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Az fölvisz. Azért előbb fókuszáljon már arra.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Higgyünk azt. És a másik után.
What's that? It's a door. No, it's not. Push it. Push it down. What do you think will happen? Come on. Come on. Push it. He did it. He did it. He did it. Look, something's different. Jane, what's different? Can you see?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? But once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Visszakanyarodtunk. Így ez abban látszik. És ezen keresztül kell megtenni. És visszamentünk, ez visszaállt. Igen. Jaj.
Senua never could close her eyes, however hard she tried, begged. once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Kell. Várható volt. Gyere.
The North Wind will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Valamint látomások lennének ezek a lények egyébként, tehát nem a valóság.
Valravan's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, truth. Look how much it's changed. It's all different.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something new shifted. Can you feel it?
Into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Lehet körbenézni azért. Amúgy megy. Another föl.
Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. You have to open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen. Don't. Open it. You can do it. Don't touch it. Step back. Come on.
To break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Where are they? Where are they? What does it mean? Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? She can't see them. Look around. Try to find the ravens. Line up the ravens. Line them up.
Jó. Oda kellene följutni.
I hear something.
If you hear the soul of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Challenge me.
Co ott?
He's gone. He doesn't listen. Where did he go? Listen, because you where is the fuck you sent?
Ezt átláttunk.
Is she lost? Wouldn't be the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots and rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a kell. Some, like truth, become gelt in search of pain.
Ez az, amit megtaláltunk
Like Senua,
korábban.
végigjátszás,
Tagassuk ki csak másik oldalról.
are forever changed.
Ugye az illúziók miatt és körbe tudtunk kerülni. Sok nem ugyanaz. Biztos, hogy erre szeretnénk lemenni. Mutatja.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Valravan's tricking her. Valravan. How can she get up? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Most van lépcső. Átmentünk azon a kapun. Ha jól láttam, és jól értem a dolgot. Felvezet ide. Úgy. Illúziók birodalma. És ilyen minden nagyon fura. Nagyon rosszul érzi az ember
We
magát.
picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
She can't get in. She can't go in there. Behind that? Valravn, he's there. She can't go in. It has to find another route.
Nézzük
Says
el.
there's always another route. Find a way, Senua. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different
Keresünk.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. You won.
Hirtelen történelmesen.
Behind you. No. Nearly ends.
De betaláltak egyszer-kétszer, és a csaj karja már feketedik. Nem tudom, hogy ez gyógyul-e. Nézd. Fura. Itt jöttünk be.
The Northmen say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
Még mindig szépen megvárták, most meg egyszerre többe jött. Ez így már... Egyszerű.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything, turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Az illúzión magán keresztül.
The song. Belraven. Belraven's song.
Where's it coming from?
It's over here. It's over here.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Listen, focus, listen.
It's magic. It's magic. It's emotion. This reminds her of something.
The forest.
Which forest? Forest in the wilds.
The wilds.
She looked in. She went to the wilds a long time. Why did she go to the wilds?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own.
Did she beat her darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillian. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillian. But it didn't work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
The ravens.
The ravens.
They've gone.
They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
Belraven's helping? Why is he helping?
He's not helping.
It's a trick.
Quiet. Can't think. Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods,
Where have they gone?
she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. Almost. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on. and kill that which had become a part of her.
Lehet, hogy nem jó helyre jöttünk most még. Látjuk az utat, jó. És most megy. Ez. Bizony.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry, and gathered them in his mind, and learned them. Then he fell from the tree.
Nyisd csak ki. És most vissza kell raknunk a falat szerintem. Mert különben nem tudunk ott átmenni. De ezáltal, hogy kinyitottuk. Yeah. Be tudunk menni belőle.
still three. There's three. There's three. Where have they gone? Where have they gone? She did it. What does it mean?
Hát, hogy most kell átmenni.
I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own.
Kellene átmenni a másikhoz, mi?
The more she struggled
És
to see
ott fog
anything at
most
all.
rendben állni?
And the gloom. The smallest hints of shape, sound, thought. Grow in
Túl sok
strength
volt,
until
és
they
akkor most
consumed her
helyreállt.
whole.
Ne legyen olyan sok.
Before she knew it,
Ah,
the darkness had her in its claws.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. She did it.
There is no such thing as
Hogy
victory
összeállt?
when it comes to the darkness.
Mindkét oldalról el kellett tüntetni. Aha.
Yet,
Új, erre nem tudunk átmenni.
you'll gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
Föntre. Nem visszafele. Azt tuti. Talán. Illúziós dolgokból. De miért jönnénk? Várj, itt most.
Speak to me, Drew. Tell me a story.
Megnyílt.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast that was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now.
Aha,
And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again,
tehát megyünk.
I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Na, itt most már odaérünk középre, nem? Bizony. Fészülünk. Ajaj. Pontosan, nem!
The gate is open! Open! He did it!
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me.
A hátunk mögött.
I'm still here. Are you too? Where are we? I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back.
Megelőzök egy becseit.
But there, in the darkness,
Senua,
she remembered what he told her.
hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you! I see you now! You led me to the wilds! You trapped me there!
Where's he going? There are too many of them. Find a strong position. Finished him.
Eltem, hogy a fókuszra megpróbálni. Hogyha föltelepedett.
Get out of the way!
Go.
Amikor Okonyána vagy ezen megjelenik. Hol vagy? Ki hol van? Aha.
They're overwhelming her, surrounding her. She's going to lose. She's got her sword. Prepare yourself.
Oj, oj, oj. Nem.
Quickly get up. They're coming.
Azért.
You can't do it. They're too...
Azért hárommal már durva. nekünk ugrásra.
She's so weak. They can see you're weak. Istenit! Ez kemény harc. Amikor nyomom a védekezést, érted?
Ez durva.
Don't give up. Don't give up. They surrounded you. Not strong enough. He's finished.
Ne! De nem, hát... Baszki.
You're close. Behind you.
Szakvilággal lőttem el.
She's hurt. There's blood. She's so weak. They can see you.
Ne. Ah.
Get up. Get up.
He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him.
Don't let them surround you.
Get behind you.
Ended him.
A fő támadásítól elég egyszer-kétszer egy rossz és annyi.
Find a good position. Don't let them surround you.
Kelljél föl! Kelljél föl! Áj!
I never beat you
Nem.
in the wilds, did I? It was an illusion. But not this time!
Ez nagyon kemény volt.
The mark of Valravan. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory, bringing her closer to defeat.
Azért sajnos feketedett a keze.
Isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
I'm coming. I still hear you.
Ezt a filmső. Legyőzte. Vége. Mármint hogy fény. És színek.
When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds.
És akkor erre most vissza? De erre volt ő.
Elusive, shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves. I wonder, can you see the faces too? They're there, if you look for them.
Vissza a bejárathoz. Erre. Arra azért sötét. Oh. Itt szét a sötétség. Ennyit erről. Oh.
You won! There are too many of them. Find some position.
egyszerűen nincs elgondolás, nincs izé.
Get up quickly! Get up!
Na jó. Akkor innen, jó? Innen fogjuk folytatni legközelebb. Hú. Aj, de érdekes játék. Nem tudom, hogy egyrészt idegesít, másrésztről meg érdekes. Na, oké, majd folytatjuk.